This is for entertainment purposes only. Welcome to the Great Awakening. Some of this information may be disturbing and it may be quite shocking to you. So, once again, this is for entertainment purposes only. Let's get into it. The topic of this conversation might be quite disturbing because all of these things are going to be revolving around the same topic, like this movie here, Apocalypto. If you've actually watched this movie, there's a certain scene in the movie where the actual main character in the movie is saved from being sacrificed by an eclipse. And the being that's doing the sacrificing is some type of reptilian humanoid looking type entity, which has some very interesting eyes, as seen from here, in which this description in The Lord of the Rings is the Eye of Sauron, a symbol of the Dark Lord. Sauron is known as the Great Eye. Where else have I seen this Great Eye? Oh yeah, I seen this here. But I know you're like, that's not the same thing. Well, you don't know symbology. Because the eye on the back of the dollar bill is encased in a triangle. And as we see, the symbology of the alchemical symbol of a triangle is fire. Now, the same eye is presented to us in cartoons like G.I. Joe, which one of the main villains is Cobra. His face is always concealed like this guy, but no, it gets a little bit more stranger. Just continue to
Pope's audience hall. It lies partially in Vatican City and partially in Rome. Have a look at the image below and compare its shape to the image of a snake beside it. Note the overall shape. Wide back, narrow, rounded front, eyes in the middle, nostril at the front, and curved top. In the image above, there are two windows on either side of the building that resemble eyes. So let's have a look at both of them together now. All of a sudden, we begin to see things taking shape here. Two reptilian eyes staring at you as you observe the stage. What do you notice down the center? Either side, two sharp, pointed fangs. The building's roof and sides also resemble scales. Really pay attention to the whole building and stage layout next to the image of a snake. The eyes, the shape, the scales, the fangs. In the middle of the stage sits a statue of Christ rising from an atomic apocalypse. Do you notice anything about Jesus' head? It's difficult to see from the front, but when you view the statue from the sides, it becomes strikingly clear from both sides that the head of Jesus is meant to look like that of a snake. There's an obvious reason for this imagery. Why was this building built in such a way that the Pope appears to be speaking from the mouth of a reptile?
I had to become a Freemason because you can't get involved in Satanism on the hardcore level without first being a Freemason. That was my official shrine portrait, which they took as part of my initiation. I was ready to become involved in hardcore Satanism. What did that mean? Well, that meant I had to sell my soul to the devil. I had to sign my name on the contract in blood. I had to sign my name in the black book. You gotta understand something. The satanic doctrine here is that hell is not what we believe it is, or what the Bible teaches it is. The satanic doctrine is that hell is this incredible party. It's like a non-stop, all-eternity orgy. So you're smoking dope, you're fornicating your brains out, you're listening to rock and roll through all eternity. And it's party hardy time. And before I could get onto the priesthood of Satanism, excuse me, I had to get 7 people to sell our souls to the devil. The other thing I had to do, and this might astonish some of you, is I had to become a Catholic priest. I had to go back to my original vocation, because you cannot be a satanic priest unless, first of all, you're a Catholic priest. And if that surprises you, I just suggest that you go and you read some of the medieval literature. You'll see that that is, in fact, the case.
That an unidentified, technologically advanced population could be secretly living among humans on Earth. Those Harvard researchers joined forces with scientists over at the Montana Technological Institute. In a new paper, the team hypothesized that sightings of UFOs, quote, could be signs of aliens, quote, concealed in stealth here on Earth, or even, quote, walking among us. The researchers urge the scientific community to keep an open mind and be open to their claims. The research also shared the possible existence of a non-human underground civilization that may be, quote, descendants of unknown intelligent dinosaurs, and also determined there could be hidden occupants likened to angels or fairies that have traveled to Earth. A lot here to unpack, so I do want to bring in a true expert here.